Hey everyone, welcome. This is season 3 and the first episode of Warikoo Wednesdays. At times I can't even believe that we're in season 3. This is the third year running of what was a completely random exercise in video blogging and has now turned out to be quite a fantastic experience, personally for me, and I hope for you as well. What is Warikoo Wednesdays? It's just my way of sharing everything that's on my mind once every week on a Wednesday. It's largely things that I've known about my own self, about life, being an entrepreneur, being a father, being several things that I do. And it's my way of honestly having a conversation with my audience, that is you guys, and whatever is it that you say, whatever is it that you comment, whatever is it that you react to is extremely important for me. Today, I'm going to talk about this journey called life, and I'm going to use a very wonderful and a beautiful story that I read. It was a book that was gifted to me by someone I met last week. It's written by his dad. The name of the book is in the comments, so please pick it up if you want to. And the story goes like this. So there's this king in a land, and he's a very strong devote and a very religious person. So he meditates and meditates and meditates. And one day God really blessed, or very happy with him, blesses him with his vision. So he comes right in front of him. बोलते हैं ना, पूरा अवतार उनके सामने आता है. And the king is just overwhelmed, and he bows and he praises the Lord. And the Lord goes, you've been such a devout follower. Ask for a wish. And the king could have asked for anything. But at that point of time, he says, I want you to come in front of my entire kingdom and show your true vision. And God's first reaction is, I can't do that. It's not for everyone to see me. Most people can't handle it. So it's not something that I can. But the king insists and insists and insists. And God says, okay, you know what? I'll agree. And I will come and show myself in front of your entire kingdom. Why don't you get all of them tomorrow evening at the top of that mountain behind that tree? The king's really excited. So he goes back to his kingdom and he says, you know what? I'm going to show you God, and God's going to come in front of all of us and show his true self, and it'll be the best day of our lives. Let's get ready for it. So the kingdom also becomes really excited and all jumping in joy and start getting these gifts and milks and sweets and whatnot. And they all on that day start climbing towards the mountain. And as they're climbing, there comes a tree which has copper coins hanging from it instead of leaves and flowers and fruits. And some people get really excited. They're like, oh my God, these are copper coins and I can use them. This is more wealth than I've ever seen. And they start plucking the copper coins and they start gathering them. And the king is like, no, don't get distracted. We're going and witnessing the Lord. Don't fall for these things. And those people, they don't pay attention and they gather the coins and they're like, no, we can see God tomorrow. We can just pray for him and he'll come whenever we want. I think the copper coins are more meaningful, and they just take those copper coins and go back. And then the rest of the crowd starts climbing, and there comes a tree which has silver coins hanging for it. Now you can imagine what happens. The same thing. People start falling for those silver coins. The king is extremely disturbed. He doesn't know what to say. He can't believe that people are getting distracted when they can possibly see the Lord right on top of the mountain. But he just continues with the climb, and so do other people that are with him. And then comes a tree with golden coins. And that's when everyone just goes berserk. They're like, oh, you know what? We can see the Lord whenever we have to. We get enough chances. We can pray at him, for him, to him, whenever we want. This is gold. We're not going to leave this behind. They pluck everything that they can and they leave. And all that is left is the king and the queen. And the king is just completely shattered, and he just cries and cries like a baby on the shoulder of the queen. And the queen's consoling him, saying, you know what, that's what it is, and this is what was meant to be. But let's just go forward, and we have to receive the Lord and see him in his true glory. And then before the tree where the God was supposed to come, there comes another tree. And this time the tree is made up of diamond. And at that point of time, the queen herself can't resist. And she plucks every possible diamond. And the king is like, we are going to meet the Lord. And you can't possibly be distracted by this. But she doesn't listen. And she also leaves. And that's when the king reaches the tree where he was supposed to meet the Lord. And God at that point of time says, I'm happy to see you, and I knew that you would come along. It's a wonderful story. It's a wonderful story because it's very symbolic of life, the way that I see it. We have goals that we want to get to, and in that, we also have this crowd that we want to bring along. It's our family, it's our friends, it's our relatives, it's our well-wishers. We all want everyone to be with us on that journey towards that goal. But the reality is that journey is only and only ours. We are making this journey called life, and we are the only player in it. It's a single player game. And we bring all those people along, and we get attached to those emotions, and we feel sad when they're not with us. We feel anger when they leave us. We feel dejected, disappointed when people don't show the same level of exuberance and same level of enthusiasm that we have for our goal. And that is not how possibly life is. It is possibly just a very lonely, not in a bad way, but in a lonely journey that we have to take for ourselves, for that goal. It's not Lord, it's anything that you wish to be. It could be money, it could be fame, it could be respect, it could be opportunities, whatever is it that you wish to strive for. Realize and make yourself comfortable with the fact that this is going to be a journey that you yourself have to undertake. And people will leave you in the middle. People will not understand what you're trying to do. People will try to encourage you, will be excited for you, but at some point of time, some other goal of theirs will come and they will bite into that and leave. And at that point of time, you still have to make the journey, because the goal knows that you will reach, but you will reach there alone. Until next Wednesday, I'll see you all. Have a fantastic week ahead, and stay tuned for episode 2 of Warikoo Wednesdays.